21st Century Entrepreneurship with Martin Piskarik.
My name is Lyle Myers. I'm the Chief Development Officer for iFlex Stretch Studios franchise. As Chief Development Officer, I'm not only responsible for talking with folks about the advantages of an iFlex franchise, but I'm also responsible for working with our team to ensure that we have the right programs, processes, and procedures to help our franchises be successful. And we have done that with several brands throughout my 18-year history. And so I'm honored to be able to share that with your listeners for them to be able to look at an iFlex franchise opportunity. People are looking for investments. Why should they go with iFlex? It is a product whereby we have expert stretch therapists. We take care of it. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We come alongside you to help you have a profitable business. And when you're looking for something to invest in, you're not only looking at exactly what the product is, but you're looking at the people behind the brand. And the people behind this brand have been there before. We've done it over and over and over again. My mentor in the franchise business was a guy by the name of John Lanesio, who was the founder of Massage Envy. He also helped do The Joint and take that into franchising. I fell in love with franchising because I get the honor or privilege to helping people to get on what we call the super highway of owning their own business. And a franchise is the best way to do that. I also fell in love because I have a passion for helping people. And so when you look at the health and wellness industry, great big industry, but what's on trend right now is professional assisted stretching. Even the Mayo Clinic talks about stretching. When you have full range of motion equally on both sides, it can reduce injury. So what we do is we have professional, what we call stretch therapists that basically will stretch you the way that you need to be stretched. You know, a lot of folks say, well, I stretch at home, but typically a person who stretches at home only stretches what feels good. They turn their head this way or turn their head that way. Our stretch therapists can pinpoint those restrictions in every joint. So in addition to that, we know that when a muscle is tight, it will slightly reduce the control of that joint. So if we can return them to full motion, fluid motion gives them better sports performance, whether they're playing pickleball, golf, and that also helps us to reduce the injuries. And that's typically what people are coming into. And more people are getting a better understanding that they cannot stretch themselves better than someone stretching them the right way. And all you have to do is look at the NFL football fields on a Sunday morning and see all of those professional athletes getting stretched. And that's what we do inside. Some of the brands that I talked about are all monthly recurring revenue models. And our strategy has always been that when we do a concept, it needs to be professional, it needs to be convenient, and it needs to be affordable. And I really think that the affordability is the piece that a lot of these brands kind of miss. They go for the big dollar. A key differentiator is the price. The other key differentiator is our process. So when you walk into an iFlex, it's a real experience. It's different than most of these. It's not as clinical. We have dividers between our tables. And that's a very, very important piece. And then the most important piece is our process. So we do an assessment. We do not do routine stretching. We don't just come in and say, hey, nice to meet you, Martin, lay down and we start stretching. No, we actually talk to you and say, tell us what brought you in today. And then we do an assessment to figure out where those restrictions are, so that then when we begin the stretching process, that's where we start. And by the end of that process, we stand you up and do that assessment again, so that you can have the aha moment, so that you understand that, man, this really works, and then you have affordable price. One of the current trends in the health and wellness industry is not just physical, where they go in and work out, right? What they're understanding more and more, and when I say they, I'm talking about the consumer. What they're understanding more and more is that I can go to get chiropractic care to help get me out of pain, to get me aligned and so forth. I can work out to help me be stronger. But what I really need is a process where I can get some relief in the tightness of the joints. And so when I say it's right on trend in the marketplace, what I mean by that is more and more people, they go out to swing the golf club, are going, man, I need to get stretched out. And so they try to stretch, they put their foot up on the golf cart and they're trying to do something. They come to us, and all at once, it's a routine for them I've got to be there because it makes me feel so much better. I'm better on the golf course, I'm better on the pickleball court, or whatever. I think the other piece too is that more and more parents are understanding this. And so now what we do is we actually work on student athletes. So we've got 14, 15-year-olds in our studio. We're working with them. That'll help reduce their injury, help their performance on whatever sport they're playing. One of my passions is that I want to help people. I want to help people physically, health and wellness. That's a great, big, huge marketplace. But I want to help them in business as well. And so I think I've mentioned before that I get that honor to help put them on that path. And so in all of our branding, what we talk about is this is what we do, but this is what it can do for you as a business owner. It's a way for you to be, and it's an old tired phrase in franchising, but it works every time. And I've already said it, I'm going to say it again. You get to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's probably one of the key things that we do in branding a franchise is come talk to us. We've got it all set up for you. You've got a group of folks who have done it over and over again. We'll be there with you every step of the way. Another great thing about having a franchise is that we have all the support to walk you through from real estate. We'll help you find a location that meets our market demographics. Not only that, but we use a company that uses AI that track 220 million cell phones. So long are the days that are gone, I should say, gone are the days of saying, hey, this is a great shopping center because 200,000 cars pass by it. We don't do that. We can actually go into that shopping center, see who the shoppers are, because we can track their cell phones and we know exactly where they live, how much money they make, etc. We don't know them personally, but we know by the access to that phone, if you will, using the AI. And so we take all the guesswork out of finding a space. Is this a good space? Yes, we can actually show you how it is better than the other one. So that's real estate. Big check mark there on support. Now, once you sign the lease, then we have to do the build outs, right? And so we have a complete construction spec book that you can hand to a general contractor so that your place your studio will get built to look just like all the pictures that you've seen on the website. Once you have that built out, we also have marketing support for you. So you'll need to market. In this business, your main responsibility is to market to your area, who you are, what you do, and where you're located. We do that with an offer. Hey, come in today for $29, 25-minute stretch. Most people will risk $30. That gets them across the threshold. Then once they're across the threshold, they have that exhale moment. Wow, this is really nice. Then they have the aha moment after they've been stretched, and then they have an affordable price. That's what we help you with as well. In addition to that, we have ongoing support. We have training for all of the franchisees. Not only will there be franchise training, but we also have professional assisted stretching training. So we can get you a lead stretch therapist, totally trained live and online. And then that person becomes your stretch therapist trainer for the rest of your staff. And we're with you every step of the way. The other piece of supporting our franchisees is our business model. And I mentioned before the regional developer, how they can share in the franchise fee and the royalties. But why would we do that? The reason why we do that is because that person is local in that region. So if you live in Columbus, Ohio, my headquarters are in Scottsdale, Arizona, but you've got a regional developer that lives in Columbus, Ohio. That person is there as an extension of us. They've invested into that region. They're the ones that are responsible for talking to you and working with us to have you become a franchisee in their region, and then they give you the ongoing support. And the reason why we do that is because that's how we scale a franchise company. So just a quick example. We started offering the iFlex franchise for sale basically in October of 2022. 12 months later, we've awarded 205 licenses to our regional developers. What that means is over the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to have 205 of these open, but we're not stopping. We're looking for regional developers right now. Just to kind of round things off, when I talk to other entrepreneurs, a lot of them are talking about, what's the EBITDA and what's the money, what's the money, what's the money. I've never looked at this business in the franchising business as much as, can you make money? Absolutely. I mean, I've talked about how you can make money in the business, how you can be a regional developer, how we have a low cost of entry, all of those things that we talk about. But I personally believe that you need to really care for people. I have a personal mission statement. It's called Passion with Purpose. And all that means is that I can get really passionate about things when I understand the purpose. And so what I want to do is help people build a family. That's what we're doing with iFlex. We're building a family. The money will come. We already know the money will come. But if you take care of your people, you take care of your franchisees, we'll continue to grow, and we'll take you with us. But the focus won't be so much on how much money we can make, but how much impact we can make to our communities, to helping people be able to move better, helping people be able to reduce their injuries. That's what I can get passionate about. So if you're looking for the right franchise concept at the right time, an iFlex Stretch Studio franchise could be the one for you. We care about others, we care about helping them, and we care about you as a business partner with us. iFlexFranchise.com. Pretty simple. You get there, you fill out the form, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to talk to you. That form comes directly to me. You're going to get an email from me. We're going to set up a time to talk. We'll have a great time together. And if this is one for you, then you'll become part of the family. If not, it's okay. What we want you to do is find the one that you are passionate about. So just go to iFlexFranchise.com.
21st Century Entrepreneurship with Martin Piskarik.
Imagine a space where triumphs, trials, and tales of entrepreneurship come alive. Welcome to the 21st Century Entrepreneurship Podcast, a gold awarded journey hosted by Martin Piskarik, connecting with listeners in 95 countries and ranking in the top 0.5% of all podcasts. Join our exclusive community, elevate your perspective, and embark on the path to success.